Section 2.1. We're going to look at the basic set concepts. So in this particular chapter, it's going to be very important that you know the terminology. What does a set mean? What is an empty set? We're going to be looking at element of or elements of here. So let's take a look at the terminology. The first vocabulary word, a set. A set is a collection of objects whose content can be clearly determined. The objects in a set are called the elements or members of the set. A set must be well defined, meaning that its contents can be clearly determined. Clearly. We can state that set clearly. And we're going to do some examples talking about the different sets. Sets can be designated by word descriptions, the roster method, a listing within braces, separating elements with commas, or a set builder notation. So we're going to look at each of those. Word descriptions, the roster method, and a set builder notation. Example 1, it says, write a word description of the set L is equal to, and we have the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F. Notice that the letters are lowercase, and also notice that what's being described here is the first 6 letters of the alphabet. So the word description of this set is L is the set of the first 6 lowercase letters of the alphabet. So our set being described as the first 6 lowercase letters of the alphabet. Example 2. Set M is a set of months beginning with the letter A. Express this set using the roster method. So remember, a roster method is a listing within braces, separating elements with commas. Going back to example 1 where we see set L, where you have in braces the lowercase A, B, C, D, E, and F. This is what we describe as a roster method. So for example 2, our roster method is going to be set M, so we write it as M is equal to, and then we're looking for months beginning with the letter A. So out of the 12 months of the year, which months begin with the letter A? We have an open brace, we have April, comma, and we have August. And there we go. Now I know that this question for example 2 is asking us to express the set using the roster method, but I also want to talk about how could you write it as the set builder notation. As a set builder, you would write it as, we would say set M is equal to, and then we would say the set of all, we can represent it as X, such that X is the month beginning with the letter A. This is how we will write a set builder notation. Example 3, express the set O equals to, it says, for all x's such that x is a positive odd number less than 10 using the roster method. We have set O, our roster method, a positive odd number less than 10. Here are our positive odd numbers. We have an open brace, and we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and these are all the positive odd numbers less than 10. And we close it with a brace. The next term, the empty set. The empty set, or we would use the word, or we can also use the word the null set, is represented by, you have two braces and we don't have anything in the braces. It represents a set that is empty. Or we can use the number 0 with a slash there between it, meaning that this is an empty set. So there are two different ways that we can represent the empty set. It is a set that contains no elements, nothing that will be in the parentheses. So for example 4, it says, which one of the following is the empty set? Example 8 is that we have here for all x's such that x is a number less than 3 or greater than 5. So this is a set builder. And it says we're looking for numbers that are less than 3 or greater than 5. Well, we can find some numbers less than 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back. 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay, we have those. And then it says, or numbers that are greater than 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this wouldn't be an empty set because we're able to find the following numbers. Let's look at letter B. For all x's such that x is a number less than 3 and greater than 5. Can we find a number that is less than 3 and greater than 5? No. So at this moment right now, letter B is an empty set. We can use one of the notations. Letter C, nothing. Okay, well, we don't have anything, so this is not an empty set. And letter D, this is the same as the definition itself. Therefore, we have our solution, letter B. And remember that an empty set is a set that contains no elements. No elements. There's nothing in there, in those braces. The last two I want to talk about before we move on to the next page. Look at the symbol. It's like a curved E. We use this symbol to represent the element of. It says the symbol is used to indicate that an object is an element of a set. The symbol is used to replace the words is an element of. Now, anytime we place a slash between any symbol or number, it means it's not. We see the element of symbol with the slash is used to indicate that an object is not an element of a set. And we see that the symbol that we're going to represent.